Alright, boys and girls, we are looking at lesson 6, where we're going to be using the area model and then solving using standard algorithm. We are going to need to regroup here, and we're going to match our partial products up with arrows here from our area model to our standard algorithm. Let's take a look at first part here, 1A. So we have our area model is going to have 4 boxes, be a 2 by 2. Let's go ahead and put our vertical lines in, vertical line in, and our horizontal line. Now what I need to do is I need to break up 27. I know 27 consists of 20 plus 7. Then I have 36. I know 36 is equal to 30 plus 6. So let's do some simple facts here. 6 plus 7 is 42. 2 tens times 6 is 12 tens. Then I have 3 tens times 7 is 21 tens. And I have 3 tens times 2 tens is 6 hundreds. Alright, all I'm doing is looking at my basic facts here and then multiplying. Alright, let's go ahead and add those partial products up. So I have 120 plus 42 is going to equal 162. And then I have 600 plus 210, which is going to be 810. When I add my 2 partial products, I get 2 ones, 7 tens, and 9 hundreds. So I know that my answer is going to be 972. Alright, let's look at this same problem as standard algorithm. So once I get my standard algorithm set up here, I have my first factor, 27 up top, and my 32 on the side. So once again, I say 7 times 6 is 42. Well, I know that it's going to be 42 ones. I can't put 42 in the ones place, so what I'm going to do is put my 2 ones down, and I'm going to regroup 4 tens. Now I have 4 tens waiting to be added to my next set here. Let's take a look. Now I have 6 ones times 2 tens is 12 tens plus my 4 tens. 12 plus 4 is 16 tens, which is going to be 162 when I total it all up. Partial products match up here.
Pardon the interruption. If there are any students who belong to the YMCA at the school program still in the upper building, if you could come to the main office. Thank you.
All right, looking here, I have 3 tens times 7 is going to be 21 tens. So I know that I can't go past my tens place. So I have 0 ones. I can't put 21 in my tens place. So I'm going to put a 1 in my tens place, and I'm going to rename 20 tens as 200s. So I have a 200s waiting to be added. Now I have 30 or 3 tens times 2 tens, which is 600s, plus my 200 is going to be equal to 800. Cross my 2 out because I used it. Now I have 810, which matches up with my partial product here. I add those together. I get 2 ones, 7 tens, and 9 hundreds. It's 972. All right.
Pardon the interruption.
Tried to shoot this video before I left school, so we are in the dismissal process right now. Our students are dismissing, so you might hear some intercom going. I'll just stop so that you can hear me as I solve this problem. So looking at this next problem here, we have 527. It's a vertical line. I didn't want that. Let's make an area model. 527. So I'm going to break that down into 3 parts. My hundreds, my tens, and my ones. So let's go with 500 plus 20 plus 7. Here I have 30 plus 6. 527. 36. All right, that's how it broke down. Now we're going to put our vertical lines in. Right underneath my plus signs, put my vertical lines. And then I'm going to also put my horizontal line in right next to this plus sign. All right, now let's go ahead and do some basic facts. Now, pay attention to this because all I'm doing is multiplying my basic facts, which are my non-zero numbers, and then I'm just going to add my zeros in from both factors. So here I have 6 times 7. It's going to meet, they both meet in this box here. 6 times 7 we know is 42. Then I have 6 times 20. Well, 6 times 2 is 12. Then times 10 would be 120. I know that it's 6 times 2, but it's 2 tens, so it's going to be 12 tens. Then I have 6 times 5, which is 30. 30 comes with its own 0, and I have 2 more zeros because it's not 6 times 5, it's really 6 times 5 hundreds, so it's going to be 30 hundreds. All right, taking a look at the bottom partial products here. We have 3 tens times 7, well 3 times 7 is 21. 3 tens would be 21 tens. All right, now I have 3 tens times 2 tens. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 0 here, 1 0 there. It's going to be 600. Then I have 30, or 3 tens times 5 hundreds. It's going to be 15. And it's going to be 15. 1, 2, 3 zeros. 15,000. Let's add up those partial products. I have 3,000 plus 100 plus 20 is 3,100. I have 20 here, but I also have 4 tens here. So that's going to be 6 and 2. We usually add up from from right to left. I added up just because I knew I wasn't going to have to regroup. I just added that up quickly. So it would have been 2 ones. 2 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. And then 4 tens plus 2 tens plus 0 tens is 6. Then 0 hundreds plus 100 plus 0 hundred is 100 plus 3,000. All right, looking here, I know that I'm going to have 0 ones in all three, 1 10 in all three, 2 hundreds plus 600 is 800. Then I have 5,000 and 1 10,000. That's going to be 15,800 for that second. Excuse me, 15,810 for that second partial product. 2 ones. Let me get rid of that. 2. So I have 2 ones, 7 tens, 9 hundreds, 8 thousands, and 1 10,000. So go ahead and see if you can work out that standard algorithm and solve that on your own. All right, let's take a look at what the standard algorithm would look like. So I'm going to just shrink this down just so I have a little more room here. All right, so we have 7 times 6 is 42. Regroup my 4 tens as, my 41s as 4 tens. Then I have 6 times 2 tens is 12 tens, plus my 4 tens is going to be 16 tens. I can't put 16 in my tens place, so I'm going to take 10 of my tens and regroup it as 100. Now I have 100 here. Then I say, well, 6 times 500 is 3,000. 3,000 is equal to 3,000, plus my 100 is 3,100. If you notice, my partial products match up. Now I say, I'm done with my ones. Now I'm looking at my tens place here in my second factor. 3 tens times 7 is 21 tens. 21 tens. I can't put 21 in my tens place. I'm going to put a 0 in my ones place because I have no zeros. No ones. 0 in my ones place. I'm going to have to regroup name my 20 tens as 200s. So I'll rename my 20 tens as 200s. It's my 2 in my hundreds place. For my 21 tens is 210, 201 10. All right, and then I'm going to say, well, 3 tens times 2 tens is 600 plus my 200. 600 plus 200 is 800. So now I'm going to get rid of this 2. I use that 2. Then I have 3 tens times 500s is 15,000. I'm going to add my 15,000 and 5,000, 10,000. It's 15,000. All right, so now I can add my 2 partial products, and you can see that this matched up with my partial product there. 2 plus 0, 6 tens plus 1 10, 7 tens, 100 plus 800, 900, 5,000 plus 3,000, 8,000, 10,000. My partial products match up here. My answer was 18,972. All right, a couple problems here. Standard algorithm, we're going to go ahead and set them up. Let's go ahead and multiply it. 9 times 3 is 27. Regroup my 2 tens. My 21s equals 2 tens. So now I have 3 times 4 tens is 12 tens plus 2 tens is 14 tens. I can't put 14 in my tens place, so I'm going to take 10 tens and regroup it as 100. All right, now I have 3 ones times 6 hundreds. That's 1800 plus 100 is 1900. All right, now I have 5. My 5 tens times 9. 5 times 9 is 45. So I know that I have 5 times 9 is 45, but it's not 45. Remember, this is 5 tens. So 5 tens times 9 will be 45 tens. So I know that my 45 will be in my tens place, but my tens place value unit can't support 2 digits. So I'm just going to put my 5 in my tens place and regroup my 40 tens as 400. So now I have 400, and I'm going to add it to my 5 times 4, which is 20, but it's 5 tens times 4 tens, so it's going to be 20 hundreds. I have 20. Can I put 20 there? No, I cannot. Plus, I have to add my 4, so I'm going to put my 4 here, and my 20 hundreds is going to regroup as 2,000. Now I have 5 tens times 6 hundreds. Tens times hundreds is thousands. 5 times 6 is 30, plus 2 is 32,000. Add these up. 7, 9 tens, 13 hundreds. Regroup 4 thousands and 3 10,000s. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. Make sure that we are watching our time. Try not to go too long here. I know my last video was a little long. Let's go ahead and write this in as 496 times 53. If I know 3 times 5, and if you look, numbers just change order. So if I can do this problem, I can do this problem. So now I have 3 ones times 6 ones is 18 ones. I can't write 18 in my ones place, so I'm going to have to take 10 of my ones and regroup it as 110. Now I have 3 ones times 9 tens. That's going to be 27 tens, which is 270. 27 tens, I can't put 27 in this tens place. Remember, plus I have 1 10, so that's going to be 28 tens. I'm going to put my 8 down in my tens place and regroup 20 of my tens as 200s. Now I have 3 times 400. That's going to be 1200 plus 200 is 1400, which is 1400. So that's how I got that number here. Finish with those, make sure I cross them out. Now I'm multiplying my 5 tens by my 496. First I'm going to start with my standard algorithm. Says go to my ones place, then my tens, then my hundreds. So 5 tens times 6 is 30 tens. So I can't put 30 tens in here, so I'm going to put 0 tens down and regroup 30 tens as 300s. So now I have 5 tens times 9 tens is 45 hundreds. Tens times tens is hundreds, so 45 hundreds plus 300 is 4,800. So I can't put my 4,800s in. I'm going to put my 800s in and regroup my 40 hundreds as 4,000. Now I have 5 tens times 4 hundreds. So I know that that's going to be to the thousands place. 1, 2, 3, it'll be 3 zeros. So 5 tens times 4 hundreds is going to be 20 thousands. So let's go ahead and add our 4 thousands in plus our 20. We're going to have 24,000. All right, let's add it up. 8 ones, 8 tens. This is why it's important to cross these numbers out so you don't go back and add them in when you add your two partial products. We have 8 plus 4 is 12. So it's going to be 12 hundredths is equal to 1,200. Then I have 1,000 plus 4,000 plus 1,000 is 6,000. Then I have 2 10,000. So my answer will be 26,288. Alright, boys and girls, I hope you're getting this. Please remember how to use this video. You push pause and you take your time and see if you got it correct. And let's take a look at C here. So C says 758 times 46. If you know your 6 times tables and your 4 times tables, then you can solve this problem. Let's go ahead and solve this problem. So we have 6 ones times 8 ones is 48 ones. I can't put 48 in my ones place. So I'm going to take 40 of my ones and rename them as 4 tens. Now I have 6 ones times 5 tens. That's going to be 30 tens. So I know that 30 tens plus 4 tens is 34 tens. I'm going to put my 4 tens down and regroup my 30 tens as 300s. Now I have 6 times 700. 6 times 7 would give me 42. So 6 times 700 is going to give me 4,200. So now I have 4,200 plus 300, which is going to be 4,500, which is going to be 4,500. All right, I'm done with those, so I can cross those out. Now I have 4 in the tens place times 8 ones. So 4 times 8 would be 32. But since it's 4 tens times 8, it's going to be 32 tens. So I need to put 32 in my tens place. But we know we can't put 32 in our tens place. So what I'm going to have to do is put my 2 in my tens place, 0 ones, and rename my 30 tens as 300s. That's a 3. It was supposed to be a 3. Sorry about that. So now I have my 4 tens times my 5 tens. Well, I know 4 times 5 is 20, but it's going to be 20 tens. 20 tens is the same thing as 200. Can I put 20 tens in here plus my 3 tens? So 20 tens plus 3 tens equals 23 tens. So I'm going to put my 3 down here, cross it out, I used it, and then my 20 tens I'm going to rename, excuse me, I said tens, that was supposed to be hundreds. So for this problem here, for C, I had 4 tens times 5 tens. Remember, if we had 4 tens times 5 tens, it's going to be 20, but not tens, it's going to be 20 hundreds because I have 2 zeros. So 20 hundredths is equal to 2,000. So then I have 20 hundredths plus my 3 hundredths gave me 23 hundredths. So I had 23 hundredths. I can't put 23 in my hundredths place. So what I needed to do was put my 3 there and regroup my 20 hundredths as 2,000s. So now I have 2,000 in my thousands place. I say, well, 700 times 4 tens is going to give me 28,000. Plus my 2,000 is going to give me 30,000. So I have 30,000 here. And I say, well, now I need to add that up. I have 8 plus 0, 4 tens plus 2 tens, 5 hundredths plus 3 hundredths, 8 hundredths, and then I have 4,000 plus 0,000, and 3 10,000s plus 0 10,000. All right, so let's go ahead and finish up here. Last one, D is 529 times 48. 529 times 48, well, I know that 8 ones times 9 ones is going to give me 72 ones. I can't put 72 in the ones place, so I'm going to take 70 of my ones and regroup it as 7 tens. Then I say, well, 8 times 2 tens. 8 times 2 tens is the same thing as saying 8 times 20, which is going to give me 16 tens plus my 7 tens. So it would be 160 plus 70, which is going to give me 23 tens. So I'm going to put my 3 down. I'm going to regroup my 20 tens as 2 hundredths. Now I have 8 ones times 5 hundredths. I know that it's going to be out to the hundredths place. I have 2 hundredths plus my, in this case, 40, which is going to give me 42 hundredths. All right, boys and girls, I hope you're getting this. Please feel free to push pause and work through this as you need. All right, so I know it can be a little bit confusing, especially when I'm talking about the place value units. Now I have 4 tens times 9. I know that 4 times 9 is going to be 36. So it's going to be 36 tens, which is going to be equal to 360. Now I have 4 tens times 2 tens, which is going to be 8 hundredths plus 3 hundredths is going to be 11 hundredths, which is going to be 100. And then I'm going to regroup 10 hundredths as 1,000. Now I have 4 tens times 5 hundredths. It's going to be 20,000, 3 zeros, plus my 1,000 is going to be 21,000. Go ahead and do the addition. You have 2 ones, 9 tens. Remember, I was supposed to cross that out. Don't forget to cross those numbers out once you use them. 2 plus 1 hundredths is 3 hundredths. 4,000 plus 1,000 is 5,000. This is my plus sign. Then I have 2 10,000. So we have 25,392. Woo, boys and girls, I just completed problems 1 and 2 in your homework. I'm going to leave the rest up to you. Please also check out the other video on a playlist for Module 2 underneath Lesson 7. It's very similar to what we're going to do tomorrow in class. Please check it out. All right, boys and girls, happy learning.